done so far? What was our first step? We were given the first two symbols with a plus and an arrow thanks to Cam. What did we do next? What was our next step? What did we write after that? Not quite. We got to the formula, the word equation. We did the word equation so we knew what might be made. Then,
We made the formula.
good. Then we made the formula by looking at the ions that were involved in these products, the things that are made. We had to work out their formula because the charges didn't cancel out already, so we had to double up some of the ions to write these formula. Now everything in blue is done. I'm not allowed to change it. But what I notice is it's not balanced. How many sodium atoms are on the left-hand side? So sodium's Na, remember? How many of them are there?
0
Oh,
or 1?
one. Cool. How many of them are on the right-hand side, though? Two. Well done. So lots of twos being held up. So this is what we call an unbalanced equation because there's a different number of sodium atoms on the left to on the right. There's also a different number of oxygens and a different number of hydrogens and all sorts of other things. So it's not balanced. So what we need to do is find a way to balance it, but we're not allowed to change anything in blue. Not allowed to change it. So we have to find a way to change the equation without changing the formula of anything. Well, I've picked one of the atoms that makes it quite easy to do this. How many sodiums do I need there to be on this side? 3. If I had 3 there and 2 there, would that be balanced? No. How many do I need to be on this side? 2. What could I add to this side, the reactant side, to give me 2 sodiums?
A number on the front of it.
A number in the front. So I could add another sodium hydroxide. So I could have another sodium hydroxide in there. Couldn't I? NaOH plus NaOH plus CuSO4 would give me 2 sodiums. And as Gus said correctly, the way we write that, just like in maths, we put a big number in front to mean 2 times that. So we have 2 of these, which means we've got 2 sodiums there, 2 sodiums there because of that number. And now our sodiums are balanced. But we need to check out other atoms as well, because sometimes putting one number doesn't fix it. So we have to do a bit of accountancy, I suppose you'd say. You have to check everything balances. So let's check our... Which atom do you want to check next? You guys choose. Your choices are oxygen, hydrogen, copper, or sulfur.
Copper.
Copper, okay. How many coppers do I have here? 1. How many coppers on this side? 1. Good stuff. So is that balanced?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Change colours again. Next atom you'd like me to try?
Hydroxide.
Okay, I've had sulfur was said first. How many sulfurs there? No, the 4 is for oxygen. Just 1. How many over here? Just 1. The 2 is for the thing before it if it's little. It's for everything afterwards if it's big. Okay. So still only 1. So sulfur is also balanced. Change colour again. Which one do you want to do next?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Oh, I picked the hard one. Okay. 1 there. How many in this? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 in total. Oh, is that right? How many have I really got? How many are here? 1, but there are... Thank you, well done. There's actually 2. That 2 counts the sodium, the oxygen, and the hydrogen, the whole thing. Little numbers only count for what's directly before it, but big numbers count for the whole thing. Alright, so that's an important thing to remember. Right, let's count them over here. 6 we've got to get to. How many in this one? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. How many in OH? 2. Why 2? You're right.
Because it was on the other one.
Because of the little 2 there. Means 2 of everything in the brackets. 2 O's and 2 H's. I've run out of colours, so I'm going to go back to using green for my hydrogens. We're just going to check that. How many hydrogens on the left-hand side?
2.
1 in sodium hydroxide, but there are 2 sodium hydroxides, so there's 2 of them. And because of that 2 there, there's 2 in here. Alright? So we've balanced it. We can be confident. Now that was the slow way of balancing things. The quick way is to go, oh yep, 2 hydroxides, 2 hydroxides. 2 sodiums, 2 sodiums, 1 sulfate. So think of it as a unit, 1 sulfate, 1 sulfate. It's balanced. Alright? So when you get good at it, you can do it really fast. But until then, you kind of want to do it the slow way. Alright? So what I'm going to do for you next is I'm going to put up some starters. So something plus something. You're going to do the word equation and then do the symbol equation and try to balance it. We're going to start off pretty easy. We only have to change 1 of them. And then we're going to get a bit harder. We have to change 2 of them or 3 of them. Any questions? All right.